Good evening, everyone. What's up, Peyton? Tacos, Clap, Cheeseburger Soup Gaming. What's good? St. Jolene, happy you're here and up late or up early. Pineapple, what's going on? Nothing feels better than zeroing dead weights and being handed resources. Amen. Amen to that. Yes, like the stream. I agree. Good to see ya. Man Mania's in the house. Insane Joker's in the house. Good lord. Dracul's here. AG's here. Stitch is on. Welcome, Stitch. Snow Goose is here. Goodness gracious. Not a lot going on. I'm on my farm account right now. For whatever reason, I told these guys I don't do this alliance mobilization on my farm, but they signed it up anyway. Bastards. So now I'm trying to gather, I'm not spending gems on my farm. Sorry, guys. Now I'm just trying to do some of these gathering quests on my farm so they can't call me a deadweight, right? What's up, Captain Stinkfus, Master, Hall Gaming? Good lord, everyone's rolling in early today. I love it. I love it. I love it. I believe, Mad Mania, quote me if I'm wrong, I believe we are registering for KVK at reset. I think. Maybe. I don't know anymore. All these days kind of blend together. We have troops marching up to this Barbarian keep to have a little bit of fun. I looked right before the stream. There was no fights in any of the KVKs anywhere, so we're just going to hang out and chill and have some fun here. Just expertise Scipio. Should I finish 5551 Alex or work on 3111 Lucci? I would work on Lucci, to be honest with you. You know, I'm hearing reports that many of the people on the Chinese servers regret expertising William Wallace. So, I mean, some of the reports I've seen one-on-one, he did quite well, but I guess the ultimate test is in a murder ball, and some of those fights in murder ball situations, he's not performing up to their standards. Now, I've seen maybe 3 or 4 reports. It's all hearsay. But we will see. Why am I doing barb camps? Okay, these are barb keeps, right? So these are barb keeps, Barbarian keep. The Barbarian camps are these little ones here. Okay, Barbarian camps, you do those, you have a chance to get these rewards, so you can get materials. You get 30 gems generally from doing them. And even if you only get green or blues, you can always sell them in the Alliance shop. You can sell them for Alliance credits. So whenever I see these close to my city, I'm going to go and do them. You know, it takes maybe 8 minutes to march there. At a minimum, you get 30 gems. You know, it's quicker than farming 20 gems. These Barbarian keeps. Okay, you can get different rewards based on the level of the keep, right? So they can include materials, they can include gems, you know, speed up here or there. So you can get talent resets, and you know, not to mention the different equipment, materials. Not to mention the different blueprints that drop, right? From the Barbarian keep, you can get, if the second boss pops up, you can get fragments for the Pendant of Eternal Night. Where are you, buddy? I think I have 7 of them somewhere in here. There we go. Which is 5% more skill damage of all types. So I do these as often as I can, right? I mean, worst case scenario, If any pendants drop, I'll let the Alliance know, so whoever needs them can come grab them, since I have 7 full blueprints. But you know, all those materials, all the materials. Obviously, everyone needs materials to craft stuff, and the fragments, the blueprint fragments. Hell, you can sell that in the Alliance shop for Alliance credits, and I buy teleports in the Alliance shop. Master's going after Ashur. Mad, get us in a good KVK. So, I mean, the barb camps are easy, right? I just send CC Honda. It's a fast march. It gets there quickly. It gets home quickly. And those are 30 gems each. I mean, you have different types of players, right? You got your Krakens, right? Your Babas, your Hopes, your Wild Lions, your Ekrams, you know, those 1 to 2 billion power players. I'm sure they don't do a lot of this. Then you got your whales. You know, you got your whales at 200 to 300 million power and up to, you know, maybe 700 million power. It's highly unlikely they do a lot of these, but the most dangerous players in the game, in my opinion, are the ones in that 100 to 300 million power range that not only play the game during KVK, but that grind like a motherfucker when you're outside of KVK, and this is all part of that. Did we register for I didn't even look. Oh, look at that. Yes, we're registered for Tides of War. See, I haven't been paying attention. $151 kingdoms are registered. Alliance Inviticus, 41 kingdoms are registered. Shifting gears, even though it's a pioneer event, only 63 kingdoms are registered. Kane is not in my kingdom. Right now we are a very high CC'd kingdom. So if we look at Alliance power, we're right at 8 billion. 9, 10, 11, call it 12 billion. If we look at Alliance kills, our main alliance has 267 million kills. And honestly, that is with 62 rank 3s. All of our main accounts are rank R5, R4, or R3. So that is, what is that? 71 main accounts. Everyone else here, all of these are farms. Yeah, I hope we get a good matchmaking. Lambo's living the life now that he isn't king anymore. Oh, I'll be king again when fighting breaks out. I guarantee it. We'll be dropping that king skill left and right. So, what did I do yesterday? I'm not lucky doing this stuff on stream, but we did Dalruk puzzle box. We did that to level 25. We finished Ian's ballads yesterday. Getting a lot of materials from this allowed me then to, drum roll please, make the dagger level 5. So everything on my Archer Rally March is level 5 now. So we are ready to rock and roll. Slowly working on leveling the stuff up on my cavalry march. We got level 4 gloves, level 2 pants. That's as far as we got there. Second archer march, we got level 4 boots just for the march speed. Got a level 2 ancestral mask. Now with the ancestral mask, it's going to be refining it. This we had to refine all the way to the end, but we got to get this to level 2 now. Once both of these are procced and at level 2, they'll go over to the main Archer March. Our infantry set is looking okay. I know this isn't meta, right? I have the blueprints for the helmet and the KVK helmet, KVK weapon, but we haven't made those yet. I'm not an infantry player. I use this in the open field, but I got to level it up some in case I need to garrison. So it's very defense orientated. See, I mean, this is. I still got blue on my second infantry march, right? There's the third Archer March. This is the second Cavalry March. We're hoping to get a horn on here before fighting breaks out in KVK. Then we got our Trajan. We got our third Cavalry March, again, purple. Okay, so you know it's not like it's not like it's Mr. Hope or Wild Lion or Baba or hell half of the 60 GT players. But with some of the more less than favorable reports on William Wallace, I don't know if we'll be maxing him immediately. I think we're going to spin the wheel as many times as we possibly can before we max him. I did, in case you missed it, right? The museum popped earlier too. Where the hell is that damn thing? There we go. We did not get a third YSG. I would have immediately got YSG to the third tier, so instead I said screw it. I said screw it. If William Wallace isn't all he's cracked up to be, and we still have to use Guan in the open field, 5% attack, 10% defense, that's going to be a nice little buff. Smells like kebab? What? Did you just walk in the door and already you're farting, Popo? Just got here and you're already stinking up the room. Man. Oh, crazy. So I can't wait for KVK to put that archer set to use, right? But I mean, I want to get the horn for my second cavalry set to get that purple Delanes off. Now, if I don't have the horn, we'll just put Trajan's war drums over on HQ. And then for my third cavalry set, I really need to make a Rifle of the Hellish Wasteland and get that blue piece off. But that's not critical. I'm not running 3 cavalry marches all day, every day. We're gonna need Captain. We're gonna need a infantry rally person next KVK. So I trust people who want to rally with infantry are going to be letting Mad Mania and Thunder know. I think Thunder had told me that we were going to have 2 MGEs before fighting starts in KVK. St. Jolene is voting for Charlemagne. mean, I told Man Mania and Thunder, I said, you know, if the kingdom needs it, I will expertise the new Scipio when fighting breaks out. I would prefer to save as many gold heads as I can. And I say this all the time, right? You guys have heard this 100 times, right? We're going to do this one smart. We're not going to max the commander immediately. For wheel commanders and also for MG commanders, right? But what do we do? What do we do? Belisarius came out instant max. We were fighting KVK. Eleanor came out. You know, we saw some reports and we saw a lot of people in Osiris League using Eleanor instant max. We got several others with top tier infantry gear, so I think we'll be set. My guess is I'll probably get top 5, which is fine. So Shadow of Moon, who is connected with a bunch of players on the Chinese servers, said many of the Chinese players that insta expertised him are kind of regretting it. He's really good in 1v1s, but in a murder ball type situation, I guess the performance isn't as overpowered as they thought it would be. At least that's what I'm hearing from her, and I do trust her. She reads Chinese a hell of a lot better than I do. What's up, Grey Worm? Lambo needs to know. I will not max your tech. I don't max anyone's tech here other than my own. We will never do a 72-hour stream of Marauders like Grey Worm did. Hell no. That man damn near killed himself to do Marauders. Well, it depends, Master. Whatever you have a better set for, right? I mean, if you got a better cavalry set, I would say do Nevsky. If you got a better archer set, I would say do Ashur. I appreciate you popping in, Grey Worm. Don't forget to hit the like button. Lee Loach is here. What's going on, dude? Hope you're having a good day. I blame the 72-hour stream. Yeah, that would burn anyone out, Grey Worm. Tides of War. At least that's what it's set on now. I assume. Ooh, see, we got the purple boss there. Nice. I would assume we're playing Tides unless Mad Mania goes out to the pub and gets really drunk and flips it to Invictus right before registration ends. What's up, Cortez? Car coming through with the rock and roll emojis. What's going on, Car? How about that match? 60 GT and 1093 in Osiris League. My goodness. That was unexpected. I expected it to be a close match. I did not expect 93 to win without getting a single arc. I think 1960 even took 4 arcs. and still ended up losing. Just insane. Stathis, good to see you. I can't believe some kingdoms actually registered for shifting gears. This is the first Pioneer KVK that I recall not seeing it full. Right? We'll look at it here in a second. But this is the first one I recall not seeing it full. Alright, so let's see all the goodies we got here. Did we get any pennants? Not a single one. So, I mean, yeah, this takes time, right? But these someone was asking me earlier, why do I do these? Right? There's a few gems, there's a speed up. This one you can only do every so often. But, you know, the main reason I do these is for those blueprint fragments so that I can sell them back in the Alliance shop. It's how I get passports. Yeah, 93 does a hell of a job on structures. I mean, a crazy, insane job on structures. And they know how to, once they take an enemy structure, they know how to position themselves perfectly between the enemy structure and their cities to get the reinforcements coming to try and take it back. Right? They just do such a good job at that. Exactly. This is more exciting than chaining. 110% agree with you there. Yeah, I mean, yeah, if you can, I mean, it's one thing, if you can, all right, how do I say this? Compose your words, Lambo. Disrupting enemy structures and their points per minute is one thing. Okay, you can still lose if all you're doing is disrupting structures and you lose every arc. But if you can take enemy structures and hold them for a significant period of time, that's a game changer. And that's what 93 was doing. Right? I mean, when I played with OV, we didn't care so much about holding an enemy structure. It was all to disrupt points per minute. Because we knew we would go heavy for every single arc. So it's just disrupt their points per minute, win the arcs, you win the match. That was the very high level basic philosophy back at that time. You know, and sorry, I had to get them all gathering their next chest. Now it seems there's multiple winning formulas, right? If you can, you have to hold your structures, period. You cannot let the enemy have those and start getting points on them. Are we almost at 50 likes already? Are you kidding me? Good Lord. We're less than 26 minutes in. I love it, guys. I love it. What's up, Cliff? And what 93 does a super solid job of is those structures. GT sucks at provisions. I think, and they were using one of the skills. I forget which one it was. I don't necessarily think that they use the skill like they should have. They were using stocking up, right? When this skill is active, for every 3 provisions your team gathers from caravans and delivers, you will gain 0.1% of an energy bar. Lasts for 600 seconds. So you got to pop that at the right time when your gatherers are full and ready to deliver. You know, I saw them popping that skill. I don't think that was executed as well as it could have been. So that's just my perspective. You know, I was just watching one of the live streams after the fact. I haven't gone back and watched the match and been able to really watch things here and there. You guys first used stocking up? How did 93 have so many more gathering points? That's you know, and how did they have so many points gathering, but yet they still managed to take and maintain structures? They didn't do a whole lot in the middle. Right? Not a whole lot at all. I think they went for 1 in the middle and tried to use the teleport skill, Master Strategist. Oh yeah, and farming in Ark of Osiris, it's so much harder now with the fog. You can't see where those resource nodes are. What's up, Lefty? So I mean, they made it twice as difficult with the fog. But, and correct me if I'm wrong, in these finals matches, it's right. Let's look. Where are the rules? I think they all get the same command. And is it Car? You would know. Do they get the same commanders? I'm pretty sure they get the same commanders. Same number of troops. Okay, the governors will be unable to use their own troops during the grand finals. The system will provide each governor with 4 million T5 of each troop type, as well as 500,000 Tier 1 cavalry units. I believe they all get the same equipment as well. So my assumption would be that there's gathering equipment somewhere in there. We registered for Tides, Lefty. Just ask him, Lefty, just right before reset and matchmaking starts, you just got to ask him if you can take R5 for a minute, so you can pop a Kingdom Gathering buff, and then just switch it to Tides, and then give R5 back. If that's what's needed, I'll kill every troop I have. My tentative plan is to try and hit 200 million power in Pre-KVK. I don't know that they needed more skills in the middle, but how much more stone do I have to gather on this account? Good gosh. Okay, two more marches come home, I think. I have a very good relationship with the king. I don't want to ruin it. So I guess we're at 11,144,686,052 for our power. That includes 96 million in the cloud, so we shouldn't include those. 3.8 billion power in farms, 6.4 billion power in main account. No, that doesn't seem right, man. Are you main accounts? Are you including the farms and PK in that number? I don't know. $720 million in quote-unquote rogue accounts, people who don't cause trouble. They're just here to farm and be complete asshats. The fact that we've got the same commanders in gear didn't really bode well for us when all they're doing is holding on to those structures. I can see it both ways, right? I mean, yeah, GT 1960 will need to figure out a solution for that structure game. Which is a good poll question. What's up, Fly? Well, I think we kind of saw the same in that KVK, right, Car? You know, a lot of times the fights were on their territory. They were defending. It wasn't too often that I saw them being the aggressors in that KVK. Hey, I'll take 53 votes, 47 likes any day of the week. I think you got to refresh, though, to see the actual likes. Right? I mean, I see other content creators with polls, and it's like, 300 votes and 40 likes. Just crazy. So what else did we do yesterday? We got the Guan Relic. We got our last level 5 piece of equipment on our Archer March. We did we'll call this the Whale event. We did our Ian's Ballads. Oh, the new commanders are finally here. William Wallace. I'm sure we've all seen these before. Scipio Anus. We haven't maxed the VIP shop yet because we're doing the what is it called? Alliance mobilization. We did get all our gold heads yesterday. We are currently registered for Tides of War. I don't know if that will change. I don't know if leadership is doing a rope-a-dope. I mean, there are kingdoms that we do try to avoid because they are on our blacklist. Mad Mania, did you set the blacklist kingdom? It's okay. We got 3 Scipios now. You've got to differentiate them somehow, right? You've got Scipio Prime and Scipio. Okay, and then we've got Scipio and the last 4 letters of his name, Anus. So I'm going to call him Scipio Anus. All right. Thank you, sir. Yes, what was the code the other day? I don't know if it's still, if you can still use it. GH, let me copy this. I don't know if it still works. You can try. We can go and try it on our farm account too, see if it still works. The last 4 letters in his name are Anus. So yeah, Scipio Anus. So I had planned to max William Wallace after the first wheel spin. After the first time you wheel spin, right? But I'm getting reports. Code has expired. Sorry. We tried. Getting reports from the Chinese servers that there are some players who are not happy that they've maxed him, that they've expertised him. So I might just decide to wait. But if you've watched me for any period of time, right, you know, I always say I'm going to be smart this time. I'm going to wait. Seriously, 99%? Come on. We'll just maybe sit on this account for a few minutes since this guy will be home in 3. I always say I'm going to wait. You know, we're going to spin the wheel as many times as possible before we expertise. I gotta learn how to be patient. Right? I assume archers are coming next, right? So, or would leadership come next? What did we get before Eleanor? We had was it Lapu Lapu before Eleanor? Okay, so yeah, so we're gonna get archers next, right after infantry. So yeah, we need to be smart with these goldies, for the simple fact that archers are coming soon. Go archers, then leadership, then cavalry, then infantry again. I don't know if they'll do siege or leadership or what. Nice. Almost 3K. Good Lord. I'm sitting on 1,200 and real close to 1,300. 1,262. And I saw Seawill's video about Margaret. So I did spend some time today getting my Margaret to 5515. So that's what he recommended. That said, he also said in that same video that you should be using an Expertise Gonzalo. So he's got a ways to go yet. And I think the only reason I would even get a Siege March is for the novelty of it. Because I like being on the front lines. I like fighting in the murder ball. Gambit says, Siege releases have taken the spot of the Wheel Commander. The last 2 leadership cycles, that's probably where they'll stay. It's been a while since we've had a true leadership commander, though, like Trajan. Pew marches have auto aim. The fucking aimbot on those pew pew towers. God damn it. Cheater, cheater. Just, I mean, the way we fight, it's not a lot of fights like you saw in that 1960 1093 KVK, right? 2 murder balls smashing and towers in the back that can just, you know, get those easy kill points. You know, generally if we have murder balls clashing, it is, you know, 1029 smashing into a murder ball until they're all back in their city. I mean, honestly, I think we need a new buffing command, a new open field buffing commander. You know, like Trajan 2.0. Because, I mean, if they keep putting out engineering commanders, it's going to defeat the purpose. Right? I mean, if they put out engineering commanders in the leadership engineering MGE that are better than the ones we currently have, you know, I'm basically going to give 2 middle fingers to my computer screen and say, screw it, I'm never doing these. Right? They need to allow time for more people to max the engineering commanders that are out there before they introduce 2 new ones. Trajanus. Just my take on it. I like Belisarius. Many people call me stupid for putting Belly behind HQ, but I'd like it. You know, a lot of people say, oh, you should still be running William behind HQ. And the thing is, if I'm fighting and I'm near a flag that needs to get swarmed, I don't want to have to recall a march just to send out a new one with Belisarius behind it. I'm lazy like that. And I'm not one who gives a whole hill of beans about my trades. I just like the fights. There we go. Thank you. Thank you. Now we can collect that, and we're not doing any more of these damn gathering ones until I'm at work tomorrow. We can get those done during working hours. I don't know which one of you crazy R4s put my farm in Alliance mobilization, but yeah. So, Cortez, would you recommend maxing belly? Lachelle is 5551. Herman, good. I'm going to be honest with you guys, and hopefully there's somebody in chat that can answer those questions for you. I don't use commanders until they're expertised. So I really have no personal basis to say, oh yes, mid-max this guy, this is good for that one. I have no personal experience in doing that, so it's a hard question for me to answer. I don't want to tell you yes and have you come back a month from now and say, Lambo, you're an idiot. Right? I'm going to be upfront and honest with you and say I would expertise them before I use them. I understand that's not the world everyone lives in, though. It's easy not to care about trades when you got infinite wealth. Resources are one thing. Speed ups are completely different, though, right? I mean, I'm never going to run out of resources. I've got 7 farms in the cloud that I didn't even use between the close of the last KVK and this one. I don't buy resources either. You know, so right now I'm just farming on 3 farms. But I keep those going from the time I wake up till the time I go to bed. Thank you for answering the question. 5551 Herman isn't bad. OMW to FYB says 5551 Herman is good. I love Herman too. That ZL Herman march, that was my best march last KVK. Hands down, no question about it. Absolute best march. That's also the one I got the best gear on and you know, some of the better armaments also. %of his value, the last skill you get at 1 point only. His expertise rarely procs. There you go. See, there's always someone smarter than me in chat, and I thank you guys for that. In other news today, right? I mean, there are some things I do that people don't like, that they laugh at me for, right? Many people say, "Oh, Boudica Ash, right? You got to run Asher, or you gotta run Ash Nebu." And I'm sorry, I still like Boudica YSG. I just love that AOE damage YSG does. I might not get the best trades, but if I can hit 20 troops in the middle of a murder ball with AOE from multiple commanders, and it means Master and Mad Mania and others can come in behind me and clean up the damn mess, hell yeah, I'm okay with that. Where are they here? Mr. Hope. 2 billion power. Wild Lion, 2 billion power. I have my own thoughts on that. Is 2 billion power a waste for Kingdom? Would you rather have 2 billion power players, or shit, what's 2 billion divided by 100 million. Oops. Would you rather have a 2 billion power player in your kingdom or 200, 100 million power players in your kingdom? It counts the same as 150 million power in matchmaking, right? I get that. I get that. Kara's saying they don't use their troops to hard fill flags. I mean, most of their deads are from swarming. Lambo, bring... Yeah, I got to get the abacus out. From the 16th century. It's 20, not 200. All right. Thank you. I think I honestly, I'd still rather have 20, 100 million power players. Because that's 20 times 5. That's 100 marches compared to 7. Yeah, and most of their deads are from swarming cities. Which is fine. I mean, I respect the fact that they're not afraid to swarm. You know, but you have accounts like that. There are times they need to be hard filling flags. Ooh. Okay, you come home. Oh, yeah, MF swarmed 100 million power cities when he was 400 million power. I mean, you don't have to be 1 billion power, 2 billion power to swarm 100 million power cities. Hell, we've done it before ourselves. You know, I don't know. I'm sure they're great people. Don't get me wrong. I'm sure Ekram's a nice person. I know Baba's a nice person. His heart's in the right place. And as long as their kingdom's happy with them being there, that's all that really matters. I'm 120 million right now, I think. Feel free to swarm me anytime you like. If we can confirm you're offline, not a problem. There's 30 free gems if I can make it there before somebody else does. Yeah, well, I agree, Popo. I agree. I'm a robot. I'm never offline. Which KVK are you guys registered for, Kem? Mr. George says, why are their stats terrible? Carr says, that kind of power you should be zeroing yourself solo filling flags. I mean, at the end of the day, right, everyone plays the game differently. Yeah, we're Tides of War. At the present time. Unless Mad Mania goes to the pub and changes it. What's up, Home Farm? We're right on the border, Gambit. We're going to have to see. Vishal, I'll put migration information in chat here. The map for Invictus is just such trash, in my opinion. Yeah, one could argue a bunch of Good Father's points came from people slamming troops into his city to lower their power. Instead of deleting troops, they would slam them into his city. I agree. Anything sounds better than that Pioneer event, right? You're entitled to your opinion, but you're wrong and you're a bad person for having it. Okay. Love you too. Goalpost going with shifting gears. Most of his points were legit? Okay, alright. I mean, I only know what I've seen. Vishal, we require a voice interview. Ideally, we try and discourage players from newer kingdoms in the 3000s from migrating here. Just because we're such an old kingdom and have a lot of older players. But that doesn't mean anyone would be excluded. There's no KP or dead requirement per se. We just want to do a voice interview to make sure you understand exactly what you're getting into and exactly, how our kingdom operates. And if we think you'll fit in with the rest of us here, fantastic. The worst thing you can do during a migration is bring in toxic people who are going to disrupt the dynamics that the kingdom has. And that's why we try and grow slowly over time. Adding 5-10 players between every KVK. Sure, you lose some here and there, but to bring in a big group of people or bring in a toxic player that would just disrupt the fun that the rest of the people are having. Because at the end of the day, it's a game. You want to have fun. So that's why we do a voice interview. Chem STC statement is the epitome of modern day U.S. politics. Yeah, pretty much, right? Oh yeah, I honestly, I told our leadership team if they want to do shifting gears, just to let me know right now, and I would migrate to another kingdom, fight a KVK there, and then come back.
In my dreams, I am tired. I suffer visions. What do they?
Red Matt 1093 is master of strategy. You can see it in KVK. The strategy of forts helped them. There is a reason they were a bad team before Fog. Can never complete at the top. They weren't good enough.
Every day I'm closing.
Oh yeah, I saw Biden dropped out of the race. He endorsed Scamella.
One last time, the light could
So it's gonna get more interesting here in the United States. The Clintons came out and endorsed Kamala Harris. Biden endorsed Kamala Harris. I think there was a huge. Here's the thing, though, right? If Biden is not mentally competent to run for re-election, why is he still running the country right now today? I don't know. It just kind of scares me. I mean, I've been telling my kid for almost 2 years that he ain't all there. He's not all there mentally. But he didn't believe me. Then he watched the debate and he's like, Dad, you're right. Stitch, you're from California. How'd she do in California? You know, I mean, everybody, oh, she was great. I've seen Democrats say, oh, she's a great prosecutor in California, blah, blah, blah. It's my understanding she said one thing, did something completely opposite. But that's many politicians out there. You know, the problem is, right? The Democratic candidates go through primaries to send representatives to the Democratic National Convention where their votes from the primaries in their states and their localities are supposed to count towards the person running for president. That whole process is thrown out the door. Okay, I mean, just look at San Francisco. When Harris was Attorney General, San Francisco now, I mean, you can walk into any store, grab merchandise off the shelf, walk out. If you get caught, it's a misdemeanor. No jail time whatsoever. Things in California are not all sunshine and oranges. I mean, I'm not one of these MAGA Republicans, right? Don't get me wrong. I'm voting this year for the lesser of what I feel is two evils. I mean, I agree with, I think it was Ben Shapiro. I think he said he thinks, and I would agree with his statement, that he thinks the only person out there that would have a chance right now to beat Trump is potentially Michelle Obama. Yeah, things are fucked up in California. I mean, I have a nice home in Oshkosh, Wisconsin, but I think the value house and property is something like $300,000, $347,000, somewhere in there. This same house in San Francisco, you're talking probably 1.5, 1.7 million. Just crazy. And the taxes out there for stupid shit, man. Michael Obama, Yeah, I mean, there were rumors about Barack Obama, swinging both ways there for a period of time. Oh, just as I say that, my cell phone starts ringing. CIA. As long as they don't bring their politics to Texas, I'm fine. Here's my thought, right? And this is how I look at things. When Trump was president, we weren't going to the grocery store paying $300 a week for groceries. It was more in the 150 to 170 range. $300 a week now for groceries for a family of 4 is insane. And what do we have? We plan our menu out every single week. so that we can go shopping for exactly what we need. What do we have on the menu this week? Today, hot dogs and beans. Cheap as shit, in theory. Tomorrow, I believe it is chicken strips and mashed potatoes. Okay. Wednesday, I believe, is Mexican, and we are having tacos. Thursday is chicken breast and steamed vegetables. So it's not like I'm eating steak and lobster every single day of the week to justify a $300 grocery bill every week. Right? Sure, you buy your normal stuff too. You get your milk, you get your eggs, you get your cheeses, you get your lunch meat for sandwiches, peanut butter, jelly, that type of stuff. But man, just crazy. California's a beautiful state. We can sit here and talk shit about certain problems, but we can talk about shitty quality of life and poor education in red states. There are some, absolutely. Every state has issues. California is gorgeous, certain parts of it. Just stay out of San Francisco. If you go to San Francisco, make sure you wear shoes with thick rubber soles, because you'll be stepping on hypodermic needles in the city's sewers. Car. Yeah, I mean, it's inflation is crazy all over, right? Try butter chicken marsala. That sounds yummy. Masala, not marsala, masala. Taco Tuesday. Yeah, we do Mexican once a week. Generally rotate it. 1 week my wife will do burritos or taco pizza or tacos, chicken enchiladas, tostadas. But once a week I like Mexican. I've been all over the U.S. at one point or another, and I would still say that the most beautiful place I've ever been would be the Rocky Mountains, whether it's Colorado or Wyoming. The Rocky. I could, if I won $1 bazillion and I could do anything with my life, I'd do two things. One, I'd buy a cabin somewhere in the Rockies, and two, I'd buy a large Winnebago, so my wife and I could just travel around the country to different national parks. And, of course, every single one of Guy Fieri's diners, drive-ins, and dives. But then, in the downtime, I could just sit on a porch swing in the mountains and just stare out at the beauty. I think mountains are much prettier, in my opinion, than beach. I'll write it down, Vishal. Sounds good. Yeah, I mean there are lots of tourist traps in California. Two states I will never ever live in. California and New York. No offense, Stitch, or anyone living in those states. Those are just two states I will never ever live in. My wife would love for us to move to Texas. To me, it's just too hot. On the other hand, I would love to move up to Alaska. For her, that's just too cold. So we're kind of in the middle there in Wisconsin. Taco me up. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Alabama and Louisiana, huh? Louisiana is one place I've never been. It's on my wife's bucket list to go to Mardi Gras, but from everything I am told, Bourbon Street is just a cesspool. Illinois? No, I will purposely drive around Illinois to get somewhere if I can.
But you left me alone inside these empty, broken walls.
I mean, my mom grew up in Illinois. She grew up in a little community that's about a 30 minutes south of Decatur. My grandparents were actually Amish until they turned 18. And they had a farm that was in the family for over 100 years, so we would often go to Illinois. When you're a little kid, it doesn't bother you, right? But you're a Bears fan, not on your life. Not on your life. Have a good night. Thank you for joining. Lived in Michigan with my family. We lived in Europe and visit. And I can say that I'm sure there are places in Europe that is incredibly beautiful. Michigan as well. The Upper Peninsula of Michigan. Ugh. There's just something about peace and quiet and lakes and small towns. I don't like big crowds. I don't like big cities. It's too rush. Don't like airports. Don't like flying on planes. I hate that feeling of not being in control. Bears are winning the division this year. Hey, bring it. You know, I would love to see the Bears get better. Don't get me wrong, right? I would love to see the Bears get better. The Lions are incredibly tough. The Packers have a really, really good team. And if the Bears and the Vikings get better, and there's some serious competition within that division, it's only going to make all of those teams better. I would love to see a Super Bowl run from the NFC North for 4, 5, 6 years straight. That would be fantastic. Transitioning from college football to the NFL, though, is a crazy different story. So we'll see how Caleb Williams works out for the Bears. I saw a funny short the other day. This is the year the Dallas Cowboys are winning the Super Bowl, and they showed a whole thing of Cowboy stuff, and then all of a sudden it flips to Madden 2024, and it's showing the Dallas Cowboys as world champions, and then it's like in Madden. Oh yeah, Kim, it's so nice. It's so nice just to be able to disconnect from everything. Stick a fishing pole in the water. No bait even on the hook, right? Just stick a fishing pole in the water and just kind of chill. Yeah, they got that stadium right downtown now, don't they, Matt? Every year it's the Cowboys, Taco says. Yeah, every year there's somebody saying, it's the Cowboys year, it's the Cowboys year. So I'm hoping that I can get up north again one of these days. Maybe somewhere in the Upper Peninsula, because there are certain things in Michigan that are legal, not so much in Wisconsin. Tell the Bears to trade us Keenan Allen back. He's a solid player. I mean, like I said, I hope the Bears do better. It'd be nice to have 4 competitive teams in that division. I just think the Bears won't. I don't want to piss people off, but I think ever since the Bears tried to turn into the Packers and tried to switch to that type of passing offense, they just need to play Bears football. They need to have that solid defense. They need to have that incredible running game, and they need to pass when they have to pass. That's Bears football in my opinion. And I don't think they're gonna start winning a whole hell of a lot again. They might go 8-8, might make the playoffs here and there, but I don't think we're gonna see them in the playoffs again like the 80s until we see that Bears football come back. Cowboys, Yankees, Lakers fans are all the same. Yeah, I mean, to an extent, right? Honestly, I don't pay much attention to basketball. It was nice to see the Bucks win the championship at least once in my lifetime. I have yet to see the Brewers win the World Series. I don't know if I ever will, until there's some sort of revenue sharing in baseball. Because, I mean, you got the Dodgers, you got the Yankees, right? And you got those big market teams that just can pay the big money for the superstars. I mean, the Brewers do a hell of a job for being in such a small market. At least lately they have, right? They've got some incredible pitchers and prospects, and they develop them young, but once they become really, really good, and they go elsewhere. Wisconsin is awesome because I was legally able to drink beer when I was younger, just like England. I don't know if they do that anymore. I mean, if you're under 18 and you accompany your parents somewhere and you're supervised by your parents, you can consume alcohol. Here's the kick in the pants, though. Son turns 18, right? We go into a restaurant, and he wanted a beer. So figured, okay, get him a beer. So he ordered a beer. They asked for his ID, and they refused to serve him alcohol, even though I was his legal guardian. I was his parent, right? I guess once you turn 18, you're an adult. You can't drink alcohol then, even if your parent is there, which is freaking stupid. But Jerry Jones in it for profit, not championships. In football, I assume you're talking Stitch. I'm assuming you're talking Jerry Jones. Right. I mean, every year the Brewers make the playoffs, it seems, but every year they lay an egg. 1982 was the closest we got. We're in the World Series, still in the American League at that time, in the World Series against the Cardinals. I think Robin Yount is my all-time favorite baseball player. Well, I don't think, I know. I have last count 300 and some odd different Robin Yount baseball cards. And that's the only baseball cards I have are Robin Yount. $1975 Topps Mini. Graded PSA 9. But yeah, Robin Yount, that's the only baseball card I collect is Robin Yount. Tons of football cards, tons of Packer cards. As you can probably see in the background here, I think. Yeah, see hanging up on the wall behind the computer. Those are all kinds of autograph cards, jersey patch cards, graded cards that I have displayed behind my PC. Dodgers win it about once every 10 years, don't they? All right, what do we got here? I know I popped one of these earlier. It was a 12-hour deal. Where am I? Right here. Purchase 7 bundles containing alliance chests. Well, we're doing halfway decent. I mean, hopefully we can stay top 3. But there are farms ahead of me. We can't have that. Insane Joker going insane with 2,000 points. Damn, that's 10 200 pointers. Nice job. Got to choke 9 times to win it once. Hey. Hey, how many times the Packers been in playoffs and gotten their butts kicked by the 49ers? I mean, people say Brett Favre should have won the Super Bowl more, but honestly, I think Aaron Rodgers had more talent around him than Brett Favre did around him. You know what I mean? Who are the best receivers Brett Favre had, right? Robert Brooks, Antonio Freeman, Corey Bradford. I mean, he had some... They were good wide receivers with Favre there. Donald Driver. But I mean, Rodgers comes in. He has had Jordy Nelson, Devontae Adams, absolute GOAT, Greg Jennings. He had Aaron Jones in the backfield. You know, I think Rodgers had better talent. Everyone says, "Oh, they should have drafted more talent to put around Rodgers." Well, I think he had talent. He had the talent there. I think he had better talent than Brett Favre did. Favre made it to 2 Super Bowls, won 1. Rodgers only made it to 1. And I think Favre had better coaching than Rodgers did for the bulk of his career. I think had he given, oh shit, what's our current coach's name? LaFleur. Had he given Matt LaFleur a chance to run the LaFleur offense instead of always running the Rodgers offense, I think things might have been better, but you know, hopefully he does okay in New York. I think it'd be fun to see Packers, Jets in the Super Bowl, right? Rodgers versus his old team. Watch Jair Alexander pick him off 3 times. My ex-girlfriend is BFFs with Devontae's wife since their college days here at Fresno State. So we would hang out with Devontae and family whenever they visit Fresno in the summer. That's awesome. I mean, he's on some Netflix special now with wide receivers, and he seems like a real down-to-earth family man. Very passionate about football. You know, I always liked him. I never had an issue with him. Yeah, and, you know, when you're on the football field, you're a completely different person than you are off, right? The first time in a while I played rock. How did Osno join 960? And is he top kill points? I honestly couldn't tell you, Andrew. I'm not into the Oh, this is the highest power player. This is the highest kill point player. This is the highest. Yeah, but he was in. What wasn't he in 1365 and then 1093 and then 960 and who knows? Who knows? I don't try and keep track anymore. I don't even pretend to try. I agree. Stitch, I know you love those Raiders. But yeah, I think Adams went there to play with David Carr, and that kind of went to shit. All right, have fun, Zero and City. Shoot some coordinates to me, Pineapple. We can watch. Yes, top kill point. And he joined after 960, lost to 93. Who's number 2 in kill points then? Is that like Peacemaker or something in 2268? I should probably be running forts. My AP is full, but we'll need that at reset anyway. None of them were worth watching. Well, it's better than watching me farm gems. Okay. Yeah, we'll see, Smoke. I mean, they lost that first match to 2049, then came back to win 2 in a row. 72 billion kills. That's just crazy. I mean, I've probably spent 2 years fighting in C&D Kingdom, so I would like to think that I would be up around 25 billion kill points if I was fighting in those type of kingdoms. But when I was in those big Imperium kingdoms, I was just not having any fun. It's more fun to be a big fish in a small pond than it is to be a small fish in a big pond. It's a race to 1 trillion. Who can hit 1 trillion kill points first, huh? Or, I'm sorry, we'll get to 100 billion first. A trillion, probably not possible. 100 billion. It's a race to 100 billion kill points. Is Makote still tops and deads? Yeah, I mean, I generally get from 1 to 2 billion kill points in a CD seed KVK. Absolutely right. I mean, fighting in a C&D seed, you have maybe 24, 36 hours of fighting every time a pass opens, and that's pretty much it. Until the next pass opens. '93 has been city hopping for a week. Yeah, I saw Apple getting rather pissed off when he was playing on Forza's account. Not just a little bit either. Did you guys know this? Jeannie let me in on this little secret. So you can ask Lilith about the process where you're at to getting a guaranteed special inscription. You just got to email customer service with your account number, and they'll tell you you're 52 out of 150 for a rare or special, 4 out of 10 for a special inscription. I was not aware of that. Genie got some good shit on here. Makote still leads the leaderboard in deads. How close is MF's old account? I think he could have swore MF had like 700 million or something crazy like that. I mean, I'm hoping to hit 10 million dead my next KVK. That would be nice. I want to hit 200 million in pre-KVK for the achievement, and then drop back down to at least 100 million, if not lower, in KVK. So we're gonna be swarming absolutely fucking everything. Hey, Terror Squad, thank you. That's what Genie was telling me. That after you get 10 rares, then you get a special. And if you email customer service, they'll tell you where you're at. MF is in, well, not MF anymore, right? He joined the Smash Squad boys in 2605, then took it to 2268, and now they are in 2293. I don't know if this is the main alliance there, or it's just the alliance that they have King in right now. Looks like Foe's got an account here. There it is. Why? No, there's no way. 377 million deaths, is that all? I could have swore he was up higher than that, but I guess I'm wrong. Yeah, so I mean, you know, I watched Bus Driver's video, I watched Plato's video, I watched Chisgle's video. Plato's a class act, right? He no hard feelings. He's not gonna come out and trash Smash Squad. Bus Driver didn't necessarily trash them, but what I got from watching those three videos is Smash Squad was not happy with planning in that last KVK. They thought things could have been done better. As I understand it, the Discord chats, voice chats, got very toxic. People arguing back and forth in front of other players. And that caused many players, including Plato, to get kind of discouraged. You know, if you got a decision with something leadership does in the middle of a public or kingdom, voice chat is not the place to air those differences. You know, and leadership also, if somebody is airing those type of differences with you in that kingdom chat, in that kingdom voice chat, you know, drag them to a private room and have that discussion there. So I'm not placing blame on anyone. Yeah, you could probably still message customer service. Yeah, that Fluffy Pony is MF's old account. So, I mean, what's up, Nugget? That's how it always happens with Smash Squad. Nothing new, different kingdom. So, I mean, as I understand it, there was conflict in that last KVK and how things were done in that last KVK. There was then conflict because many Smash Squad players, including Chisco, and understandably so, it's his business. That's how he puts food on the table, is by YouTube. Didn't want him max skip. So at the end of the day, they left. You know, I thought it was either going to be one of the greatest mergers of all time, Smash Squad going to 2268, or it was going to be an epic fail. I did not see anywhere where it was in between. I thought if things failed, it would take 2 KVKs. I was wrong. It only took 1. Mr. George says Smash Squad Cortex always wants to run the show. Yep, exactly. He said they wanted nothing to do with leadership, yet they question leaders left and right, as I understand it, in the public or in the Kingdom Discord chat. So... as a pilot that was fighting for 68 in that KVK, tensions in voice chat kind of made things awkward at times. That's what I concluded to from those 3 videos. I mean, when Plato's a good kid. When he says he was not comfortable in his own kingdom's voice chat, that's a telltale sign that those 2 groups did not mesh well. It's tough when a group full of folks used to leading gets led by a different group and things aren't going well. It's kind of natural for conflict. But, I mean, when you go to a kingdom on the premise that, hey, we want nothing to do with leadership, we just want to play this game, and then you start interjecting yourself into that leadership role. Okay, I mean, you know, I'm not there. I'm an outsider looking in. Everything I am saying and the opinions I am giving are based on what I'm seeing on other YouTube videos, what other people are telling me. Okay, so is it factual? I can't guarantee that it is. Plato said if someone wants to sponsor his KVK, he would migrate. Yeah, I think he was joking there. Pretty sure he was joking there. But yeah, I'm the only person I buy Crystal Tech for is myself. I mean, that first day in Kingsland, the 2268 was in Kingsland in their last KVK. I thought they were doing better than they had the last KVK. It looked like they were holding flags. They were losing less flags during their downtime than they did the prior KVK. And when I talked to Plato about it, he said, yeah, they've been rotating leadership in, so we always have our 4s on. We always have shot callers online, and they were doing better. But once you get 48 hours in, I think that's where the bickering started, because a lot of the people then just disappeared. What's up, Iron? What's up from 2387? We fought hard for how small we are. Congrats to 1689. Yeah, that was a hell of a KVK. Thanks for giving us something to watch several days in a row. I left leadership 10 plus KVKs and still sometimes can't act just like a usual player. I know the feeling well, Terror Squad. I recently stepped down as R5. I'm still in R4, but I recently stepped down as R5, and it's not an easy transition to make. I mean, when you've been leadership for pretty much 4 out of 5 years playing the game, it is a very difficult transition to make. But we have got great folks here I mean, John Paul Jones, he took over arc planning. Thunder and Mad Mania. This is Mad Mania. Choco Guinness is his name in game. You know, they now coordinate the Mightiest Governors. Hubs coordinates Gold Head events. Cerez is the master war marker player. Captain Stinkfist, he's kind of jack of all trades. He does KVK maps. He does, you know, planning, coordination, you name it. So Soli, she does event planning, you know, Karak bosses, that type of thing. So we've got a very good leadership team. Any of these guys could do any of those jobs. And, you know, I told him I just need a break. I need a break for a couple of KVKs from the diplomacy, from, I hope you're running forts with those guys, from that leadership aspect. You know, I am more than happy to take R5 when we're fighting, and I will drop king buffs like nobody's business. Absolutely not a problem there. But when it comes to the diplomacy and the day-to-day management of the kingdom, we've got others here that can do just as good a job than I can. Taki also returned with a video today. I'll have to go watch that. Thanks for letting me know. I know Yoda had some personal issues to attend. I saw him jump on one of Appo's streams recently and drop some gifted memberships, but I haven't seen him since. I feel bad for 68. So do I. I got friends there. But, you know, what doesn't break you makes you stronger. And the players that stayed there, you know, are loyal to the kingdom. You know, I think the thing that kicked me in the ass and shocked the hell out of me when 2605 went there in the first place. There were 1254 players that had just migrated there, that had a conflict, had issues with Smash Squad, because they were all in 1254 when things kind of imploded there. You know, so, you know, when you have an established group in your kingdom that has issues with another group that you're bringing into that kingdom, that's kind of a recipe for disaster. Nugget were registered for Tides of War. You know, I think they've got a downtime that they really need to examine and fix in 2268, but you know, a lot of those 1254 players left and went to 2489, and they're having success there now. Now, with the recent rumors that Chisgull is going to 2489, are those 1254 players going to be looking for a new kingdom? If they are, hit up Mad Mania, hit up Captain Stinkfist. Fighters are always welcome here. We might meet up. Sweet. Sweet. Which, so is, okay, you're in 1156? Okay, good man. We sent out a message on Friday saying, okay, KVK starting soon. Transfer your fucking resources now. If I see people transferring resources in the middle of fights, I'm gonna go ballistic. It's the curse of a certain individual. Yeah, we'll see. Time will tell, right? There was something else that came across my desk here, too. Let me just open this. I do not know what to make of this. And if anyone is here from 1846, please help me understand what this message is saying. It says, every account over 30 million power is being asked to leave the kingdom now to help with our KVK matchmaking. This is 1846. Passports offered for free from HOF Alliance. I don't... Are they asking every single account over 30 million power to leave? Do they have a select group of players over 30 million power that they're keeping there? Are they just asking farms over 30 million power to leave? I don't quite understand what is going on there. When TR Group left, everyone was jumping in Allies Discord for the bad move that 2268 did. 1156 is pretty dead, Nugget. So yeah, I mean, who knows that 1846? My guess is that should read every farm account over 30 million power is being asked to leave the kingdom. Exactly where people are going to send their farms over 30 million is a good guess. So things are going to be changing in 1846, it appears. My assumption is 1093 will have to change as well, so that they don't get no match found after no match found after no match found. I use BlueStacks macros to transfer resources. I would not condone that. That's a good way to get yourself banned. You registered for the new KVK? You're a glutton for punishment, huh? You guys are doing shifting gears? Just when you have a calendar, Stitch, hit me up. Hit me up. I kind of want to watch that. There are kingdoms raising their cap on a daily basis. Yep. Yeah, I mean, recently 1052 had no cap, none whatsoever, and that's the Kingdom of OV Overlords, Season 1, Season 3 OL champions, right? And I guess Slouty's thought process was, let's just let everyone come here, so we can make sure that we are picking the right people for our domain, for the first domain. Rather than including everyone who doesn't fight. So I don't know if it'll work out for him or not. All exclusive feed, hell yeah. Yeah, I mean, 1846 did a hell of a job in that KVK, didn't they? So that KVK kind of scared me, Stitch. Honestly, I told the guys if they wanted to do this one, feel free. Feel free. I would find another KVK to play, and then I'll come back. Oop, I don't want that. I mean, just the whole, the way it's described. Shifting gears. What? Do I need to train a lot of siege? Do I convert all my troops to siege? What the hell? Yeah, no offense to those 3 players, Popo, but that's not how we're looking to build this kingdom. I mean, this is right about the sweet spot here, right? The 127 to 150 million range. I am way fat, and that's from Zenith training. But since I'm so close, we're gonna try. We're gonna try to get that 200 million achievement. Yeah, I mean, this is my biggest farm right here at 61. I wish I had never grown it that high. But it is what it is at the present time. I will kill off troops on that in KVK. Probably then let that go to the cloud. I have 3 other farms that are in the cloud, all at 40 million power. I have got then 2... Well, where is it? PKG. PKG, here you are. Lambeau Farm 9 is at 21 million power. I gotta keep logging into this one because it's R5 in this farm alliance. 29 PK. I think this farm I have is around 19 million power. Gotta keep logging into this one because it's R5 in a farm alliance. If a revamped commander is the primary of the map, all troops units will be converted into shifters. Even if your gear armaments, I think. I have no idea how that KVK is going to work. It kind of scared me. I went down to 90 million power, and the problem... Yeah, that's the problem. You drop too low, right? Your hospital fills up. You can't dispatch troops until you heal your full hospital. Oh yeah, I was probably 55 million in KVK 1. And I was fighting against Baba, who was at, I think at that time he was like 170 million power. You know, that was before gear, that was before armaments. And the instructions of my alliance were to guard a pass. Right, let's see if we can find a KVK 1 map. And these maps have changed also over time. Right, so it's now 4 kingdoms on the map. It used to be, what was it, 9? Or 8, or the entire continent, but like say this pass here, right? It was one of the level 4 passes. This is such a weird map now. Let's find a heroic anthem. That's more what I envision KVK 1 looking at. I face character T, and yeah. It's you know, and now I look back at it and it's like, well, it wasn't that bad. Let's just look at any heroic anthem map, right? So yeah, I mean KVK 1, I remember there was a zone that was between our kingdom and Baba's kingdom, right? Kind of like this. So it looks like these guys are allies. But it was one of these level 4 passes you couldn't get through until more towards the end of the KVK. So my alliance was maybe in this zone here. And the entire... Our instructions were, if Baba comes through the pass, call the White Tigers. Right? If Baba comes through the pass, call the White Tigers. Because none of the other players in his kingdom scared anyone. But if Baba comes through the pass, call the White Tiger. So every time Baba would come through the pass, you'd be like, Baba's here. And you would get all the White Tigers porting in. You know, oh God. King of Armenia was one that would be a good guy. Would just port right over and go straight up with Baba. Was that after Solimar got 0 then, Car? I think Solimar was like 400 million power in KVK 1. I think... Oh my goodness, is it reset? Let me just restart the game here. I think there are some things have changed for the better. A lot of things have changed for the better, let's be honest, right? But I think they're introducing kingdoms way too quickly now. A lot of those new kingdoms turn into dead kingdoms very, very quickly. I think there is so much for a brand new. I mean, how many brand new players are we actually getting to the game? There is so much for a brand new player to learn in this game. Commanders, skill trees, armaments, equipment. You know, the learning curve is so huge, and it's hard for players to invest. You know, if you're a free-to-play player, you basically go through KVK 1, KVK 2, and KVK 3, saving all your gold universals so that you can use them for SOC commanders. Right? Otherwise, you're going to be absolutely useless in Season of Conquest. So you go through KVK 1, 2, and 3, basically being useless in KVK 1, 2, and 3. You know, so it's got to be rough for somebody playing this game now. Civilization Explorer. We'll take a look at that. Yeah, I was there for that. I was there for that. I was there for the Solomar zeroing. And when I tell people that I was in White Tigers, when I tell people, oh, why didn't you go to help them? Yeah, what's one or two players gonna do porting in to all those rallies? We're not going to do nothing. And the man had what? Freddy and Caesar on his wall? Like, I want to port in and refresh a Freddy Caesar garrison. I mean, seriously. All right, let's get our stuff here because we've got we've got the Alliance mobilization event, right? I think it was buy 7 chests. So let's claim our recharge rewards. Let's get this. Let's get this. Let's get this. So that's 6, right? And let's get this. Alright, now let's look and see what Nugget's talking about. Civilization Explorer. Where are we at, Nugget? I'm not seeing it. I thought I only needed 5 to get Bertrand out. Oh, okay. 5521. We're getting there. We're getting there. It's under hot. Oh, okay. Call the Ancients. No Civilization Explorer. Echoes of History is here. Let me restart again here just in a second, see if it pops up then. Oh yeah, I get the 99-cent, the $1.99 whenever I have those flux coins. want to do 130. I want more. Buy a total of 12,000 gems. All right. You talked me into it. Right? That says Lambo, right? Okay. $2,000, $4,000. I want these damn relic coins, because right now I would not be able to get a new relic in the shop, since I just spent some on Guan. Probably stupidly spent some on Guan, but... And then material's never a bad choice. Ton of relic coins and shard. Yeah, where the hell is it? Bastards. Alright, how many quests? Did I do all 10? 10 out of 10. 600 gems, come on. Alright, we'll see if another 200 pops up for 7 more chests tomorrow. For now, we are done with that. That's what I need, is a crazy amount there. Give me all the mats. I wish I had mats to give you. I am critically low. I want to, before fighting starts, I would love to get a horn on this march. Otherwise, we'll put the drums on it when fighting begins. I would love to get Rifle of the Hellish Wasteland on this march. Otherwise, you know, that cavalry defense ain't the worst, right? I don't use 3 cavalry marches anyway, for the most part. Be nice to get this blue bugs me, but, you know, 10.5 defense. The purple one ain't much better. We did get our level 5 dagger though, Aloys. So our everything is 5. Everything is 5, and the plan here is once I get this procced, it's already at level 2. Once I get it procced, and once I get the Hydra's Blast to level 2, we'll move those over to the main Archer March. You don't want the horn on HQ? Okay. What do we put on HQ then? Ring and dagger is what you want. I just finished my dagger. You know, a lot of people criticize me for not going ring and horn here, but the dagger was the first thing I ever made, and it insta-procced the first time I crafted it. So, being an archer player, I dropped it on archers. And this does quite well for sustained rallies. So, it works for me. I like it. I like it. And it's super sexy. So what, would I move more as web over to HQ? Put a horn or a coin. I have not made vengeance yet. I probably should make a vengeance at some point in time. In case I am garrisoning. But there's just so much other stuff to do. Not enough materials. Yeah, that was originally my plan, but somebody told me, oh, once you get these level 2, you should move them over to your main march. But really, I want to crit this before I move it over, and I want to get this level 2 before I move it over. These boots are 4, right? Because march speed. I mean, 6.5% march speed for Boudica? Or hell, any archer march, I'll take it. Any day of the week. Well, we can run through them, hum. This is archers. Cavalry. Archers. Infantry. Infantry. Still got purple here. Don't judge. There's another archer. Second cavalry. Leadership. Third cavalry. And nothing outstanding here. Third infantry. That's pretty much it then. I mean, we've got some random stuff, you know, farming stuff on some of those other commanders, but I like to think I could maybe hang with 1960 if I was ever in a big KVK with or against them. At least, you know, for 3 seconds or more. Yep. Yep. Vengeance would be primarily for, garrisoning, but I don't know if anyone from 1029 is still listening. I hate garrisoning, guys. When they say, oh, we need a garrison in such and such a flag, I'm always the last one to volunteer. You know, other people got better shit, right? So they should volunteer first. I know Snow Goose said, don't worry about it, Lambo. I will garrison whenever you need a garrison. So, hey, welcome to 1029, Snow Goose, right? Discounted TE boost. Did I miss something? This one? Yeah, that's a nice discount. I got plenty. Got 97 of them, but I guess you can never have enough, right? All these guys say, oh, the 50... They get pissed off when I tell them to use 50% expansions for Ark of Osiris. Those are so hard to get. I don't want to have to buy those, blah, 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 blah. I don't know where I keep getting them. Never been an issue. Well, John Paul, JPJ, is doing the Ark of Osiris strategies based on people using 50% expansions. So if you're not going to run a 50% expansion, then maybe you get dropped to the second team here. I think our intent is to actually play in the next Osiris League, to be honest. I mean, we are on a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We're on a 12-game winning streak. I think our best is 16. I mean, some of these were no contest, right? This last one, you know, these guys here, no slouches. They were top 4 in Sobek realm last season, this season. Yeah, that may be where I get them home. Usually I buy out the VIP shop right at Reset on Sundays. But I don't buy those from the VIP shop unless like More Than Gems pops after I have, you know, already gotten all the speed ups and materials and everything. But yeah, I mean, there's all 10 of them are there. Because this is exactly 25,000. But you can see I still have a few blueprints left in here that I did not get, I think. Well, just engineering and, you know, there's all the cavalry, infantry. Yeah, we were spending gems today on a lot of stuff for Alliance mobilization. GT versus dude, we'd get fucking slapped. Half our players aren't even VIP 18 yet. I mean, come on. Come on. We played 60 MX a year or so ago, and it was not pretty. It was not pretty at all. Let's see if we can find that match here in just a second. And when we played blackjack, yeah, that was even worse. I mean, our problem is nobody wants to fill structures, right? I'll be screaming on Discord, get in the fucking building. Doesn't matter what you stick in there. If you're walking past it and it's under attack, get in the fucking building. And then nobody seems to understand the concept of, okay, great, we're swarming down the rally that's attacking our altar. You need to understand when to stop swarming the rally and start moving your troops forward on the field. You know, you have to have that logical thinking, okay, the garrison's going to hold now, I need to stop swarming the rally and move my troops forward. 2 reasons, right? 1, then you're able to swarm with your own rally on the enemy structure. And 2, the longer that rally lasts on your structure, that's more marches that the enemy doesn't have to send, you know, to the middle or to reinforce their buildings, right? So, you know, we just need that higher level of thinking from all the players. You know, and we're getting there, and I say it all the time on Discord, right? When you're in the middle, fight till they're red, not till they're dead. You know, once they're red, switch targets. Hell, even before they're red, switch targets. You know, the AoE that we have in the middle, that'll eventually kill them. But start hitting another target immediately. Where was I going? Yeah, let's see if we can find MX in here or Blackpink. So our last loss was January 28th. Of course, I'm jinxing us. I mean, there are some of these that we registered and we had fights in KVK, so I hate to do it. I don't even like registering when we're in KVK. And we know there's a possibility for fights. UCS, former Ark Kingdom. Too many donkeys chase. Yeah, exactly, P-Man. You know, we have some that do that. But now that we have 30 players and more people want to join the main team, you know, we can slowly weed out those players. RST, good group of players there. Here we go, Blackpink, right? 43,000 to 17,000. I really enjoy playing Ark. It can be very stressful at the highest of levels. Okay, we're getting back now to matches. There it is. 60 MX, PK, 39, okay, 39,000 to 25,000, so not so bad. So yeah, the last match we played was the first match we've had 30 players in over a year. Easily over a year. So, I mean, every match we play, Smart Alpha, John Paul Jones, you know, he's asking for feedback from the leaders, and, you know, we're providing him with feedback, and he's taking baby steps. Every single match we play, he's instituting a different element, like inside lanes, outside lanes on each side of the map and things like that. So he's getting us there, and it's a blessing. I don't have to do that anymore. Yeah, you would wipe. Yeah, not even close. Not even close. Car. Like I said, at least half our players are not VIP 18 yet. I was so excited our last Ark match that we did because I didn't have to garrison and rally. Oh, that was fun. I finally felt like I was doing something and I wasn't running around the field with 3 marches. You know, I was able to run around with 4 marches and save 1 for the rally. That was fun. So we got stone, we got food. Oh, dang it. Who's taking Lambo's wood? Oh, screw you, Happy. If that's you, Happy. Oh, yeah. Come on. Come on. Seriously, who needs wood that bad? Y'all are always trying to pawn it off on me. Who's going there? Who is that? Tupac. But I'm hoping for a fun Tides of War. I really, really am. I mean, a lot of the players that are migrating here are expecting good KVKs, and we want to give it to them. Unfortunately, that's not always up to us. You know, if there's a... You know, these guys want to do kitty corner allies. or they want to take the weakest camp and ally with them, or they want to do a 1 versus 3. Which scares the bejesus out of me, but hey, if that's all they want. Is fighting whenever they log on. Let's go. Let's have some fun. Besides, I'm fat. I need to drop some weight. So whatever they want to do, I'm here. Just point me in the direction and tell me where to drop the king buffs. And we'll get her done. Snow Goose getting pumped, yeah. Yeah, we're happy to have you, Snow Goose. Sorry, Hercules, I'm not picking on you. Really, I'm not. Let's find Thunder now. And court. I don't know why. I always want to pronounce this like some Spanish name. Court La Plaza or something. Court slaps as. Court slaps as. Who is bread? I'm hoping 10 million deads. We've done that twice in DC KVKs. Proof is right here. Oh, why am I going there? We got more Sunset Canyon attacks to do. We just hit bread. Let's say hello to Shadow. Oh, you're not in PK. I'm gonna hit you as many times as I can, motherfucker. Let's find him again. Cheeks must be red now. And let's find him again. So the kingdom rule, right, is if it's a PK player, you can only hit them once per 24-hour period. Anyone else, hit him as many times as you want. And this guy's kind of a nuisance at times. He's the one quote-unquote rogue player that will not leave the kingdom. He says, it's my kingdom, it's not yours. I was born here, you guys came here. It's my kingdom, not yours. I'm not leaving. And then about once a year, he'll try and push a gold head event. So he's the closest thing that we have to a true rogue. You know, I mean, they call some of these players that just have accounts here rogues, but you know, in my mind, a rogue player is somebody who's pushing gold head events, you know, pushing an MGE, that type of thing. I always get picked on in Sunset by the VIP 18. We just have that rule once per day, per person in the main alliance, for the simple fact that, you know, I think we've all been there, right? You've had the same person hit you 7 times in a row. It's kind of disrespectful. You know, so that's kind of why we made that rule. Some people take it super seriously, and if you accidentally hit them twice, they cry about it. But for the most part, because I mean, there will be days where I'll hit 2 or 3 people before bed, and then I'll wake up and several people would have hit me, and I forget who I hit the day before. So I think we're going to call it a day. We're going to get you over to Big Kane. He's got a stream running now. It's crafting time, so that might be a fun one to watch. So we're going to get you over there. When you get there, drop that hashtag Lambo Raid so he knows you're coming from my stream. Appreciate you all for hanging out. We are ending the night with exactly 79 likes. Y'all killed it. Y'all killed it. Love it. Absolutely love it. We'll be back tomorrow with some more something or other. Not much to do until KVK starts, unless there's fighting going on. In any case, have a great night, great day, great morning, whatever it is, wherever you are. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you on the next one.